Anything at all you know you can do to survive. That is the only way to go now. If you are waiting for the government to create a job for you, you will never get that job. Do you know why? Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Isaiah, and I've come here to, have a chat with you. Anytime I'm here, I'm only here to give you advice and to see a way I can support you. I know many of you want to do things for yourself, but you don't know how to go about it. But I've come here to even talk about our economy in Africa, mostly in Nigeria. You see, you cannot work harder than your economy. There is nothing you will do. If your economy is bad, your economy is bad, and there is nothing you can do about it. I will give you an example. No matter how much you work and your economy is bad, you are not going to make something out of it. The economy that you have that is in the state of comatose, the government is not doing anything about it. You go to school, come back graduated, no job for you to do. They will advertise a job of 60,000, 100,000, 1,000 people will apply. Who are they going to give the job? I have come here to strengthen your faith. I've come here to advise you. Let me tell you, we have passed that era of you looking for a civil servant job. This is an era. This is the time for you to learn something. Trading, handwork, anything that you can learn that is a skill for yourself. This is the time for you to learn it. If you learn it, you will never go wrong. If you know how to cook, begin to cook. If you know how to do business, begin to do it. Anything at all you know you can do to survive. That is the only way to go now. If you are waiting for the government to create a job for you, you will never get that job. Do you know why? If you don't have anybody, it's difficult to get a job in Nigeria now. And I will give you an example. Let me use our politicians as an example. When Buhari was president of Nigeria, he employed his daughter as one of the directors in NNPC. Most of these big people employ their own family member. They give them preference before any other person. And which is, you blame them, you don't blame them. They have to think about their own. Some of these politicians, they send their children abroad where there is no strike. In Nigeria, sometimes students can stay at home for 1 year, they don't care. Why? Because their children don't school there. They school abroad. When they study for 3 years, they graduated. Instead of 4 years in Nigeria, 3 years they graduated. They will not graduate. They will come here, celebrate their graduation, and immediately the job they are going to do is waiting for them in Nigeria. They are not among those people who will finish and they will wait. You will see somebody like Banjo, you see somebody like Wike. You see, I would name a lot of politicians who come here to celebrate their children's what? Their children matric or graduation. When they finish, the job is waiting for them. Why? Because they know who knows somebody. They know do what? They know who knows somebody. If they don't know somebody directly, they know the person who know the person they want to contact. And it's just a phone call. They don't even need CV. They will just give them job. But you will finish, graduate in university after suffering, borrowing money, doing hookup, doing wrongs to make sure you go to school. Where do you think you are going to work? That is my question. So the best thing, my best advice is for you to go and learn trading. Learn something. Even though it's how to weave hair, even though it's how to make hair, open a salon, even though it's how to feed snail, even though it's how to cook, bake, go and learn something. Learn a skill that if it's worse come to shop, you are going to open a little space, shop, and people will patronize you. I'm telling you, if you are selling food, people will eat on a daily basis. I really say you should go and sell clothes because it's somebody who has eaten that will wear clothes. It's somebody who has something to put in their stomach that will remember they want to wear shoes or carry handbag. I'm telling you, sell food, learn something, learn trading. That is the only way for you to survive. Nigeria has gone worse. The economy is in the state of comatose, and the government is not doing anything. 16 years ago, I saw this coming, or 20 years ago. Let me put the word 20 years ago. And I started planning ahead. And lo and behold, when I look at it, I said, no, I cannot, this thing cannot continue this way, even though I was able to feed myself. But I saw the way it was going. What do? I now seek to go and study abroad. 16 years ago, after my study, I decided to remain where I am. Today, I'm a happy man. Yet, you might say that people are still making it in Nigeria. People are making it. But how many people depend on their salary in Nigeria? I can beat this. I can beat my chest and tell you I depend on my salary every month. And I'm able to feed my family and support people. But Nigeria, bribery have killed the society. Why? Because what they are paying them is not enough to sustain them. What they are paying them is not enough to pay their children's school fees, feed their children. So any little opportunity is about bribery. Police is collecting bribe, soldier is collecting bribe, army, that is army, you see Air Force, you see MOPO, you see what is it called, VIO, immigration, custom, all of them, they just want it, they just want free money. And that is why sometimes it gets me upset. But at the same time, again, if you ask them how much they are paying them their salary per month, you will cry. It's not even enough to feed the family, let alone paying the school fees for secondary school, primary school for them, let alone university. You see girls online, they are begging. They are even telling you they do hook up, they give you their details online. They just want somebody to patronize it. They will tell you they are students. They want money to pay school fees. People are doing all manner of things to make sure they get money. The economy is bad. You need to learn something for yourself, in as much as you're going to school. At the same time, whenever you have opportunity to come back from school, go and learn how to make hair. Go and learn how to fish snail. Go and learn how to bake cake. Go and learn something. Go and learn editing, how to edit video. Go and learn how to do skits. Go and learn something. Go and learn how to do ads. Learn something. When you learn something, you will, believe me, you don't need to wait for government to employ you. The time for you to wait for employment. In abroad, you can get employment. You can get a job, even though it's not what like what you want, but it's enough and capable of feeding you what you will earn in a month. But Nigeria is not so. How can you employ a girl? You tell a girl that you're going to pay them 50,000. That 50,000, their transportation is about 30,000 or 40,000. They will feed. The money is finished. Some of them, you will pay them 25,000 a month, 30,000 a month. Their transportation is 30,000, 25,000. They will be there. They will be doing runs, moving from one man to another person. The guys, bribery. That is why there is bribery. There is so much evil happening back home. And until you begin to realize it and see it in the angle I'm approaching it, you will find out that if you learn something, it's going to help you. It might take you 6 months to learn. It might take you 1 year to learn. But at the end of it, you are going to be happy that you have done something for yourself. Do not allow government. Let me tell you, if you're waiting for government to provide you with all you need to have, you make a mistake. If you say you are going to do teaching, and from that teaching you are going to become rich, you are wasting your time. Civil servant, when they say civil servant, you are a servant. There's nothing you are going to take home that will say enough for you to build a house. No. Except when somebody wants to sign this document, you collect 1,000, you collect 2,000. That is bribery. That is bribery. I discourage you from doing that. But do something that is going to sustain you, something that is sustainable, something that is going to help you. You don't need to depend on government. Even though you are working for the government, when you leave that place, you still come to your shop and you'll be able to make sales and feed your family. And life will be easier. Anything you can learn to support yourself, that is the best thing you can ever do for yourself. Forget government. They are not ready to support you. They are not ready to do anything. How many jobs has Nigerian government created in the last 4 years? Since the Buhari entered, how many jobs have they created? How many employments? All they know is me, I, mine. They don't care about you. Them. If you know your way, go and learn some. Don't depend on the government. Because at the end of it, they are going to disappoint you. Learn something. You are not too old to learn. You are not too old to learn. I entered university at the age of 50 something or 50 years. I saw a course I like. I said, I went back to school to study, to learn. So even though you are 50, you are 50 something, learn something. 1 year after 1 year, you become perfect. Bring out your mind and learn. Do not depend on the government. Politicians don't think about you. They don't even think about you. So forget about it. Go and learn something and be useful for yourself. I'm telling you, learning a trade, learning handwork will sustain you. It will put food in your table. If you're waiting for the government to provide you with a job, they're not. I'm telling you today, sincerely from my heart, they don't care about you. And even though they want to give you a job, you need to know somebody who knows somebody that knows somebody, which might be difficult. You might not be privileged to be able to get somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that will help you. But if you can learn something, you start small, God will cause men to favor you. And you will find out at the end of it, you will make it. God bless you. Thank you so much. I still remain your host, Isaiah. Bye-bye. My advice is learn something, and you start from there. The Lord will bless you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.